Hello, my name is James Parmenter. I will be your assessor for this course, whether we do it online or face to face. In this video I will be going over with you the necessary preparation and assessment criteria needed for your observations. We've also got other documentation in this video.
The first document we're going to look at is the assessment criteria Unit 19. There are two observations with this health and safety unit, which is the Unit 19, and as you can see by this document, here are the assessment criteria. Now when you look at these assessment criteria, you will notice that there are 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.3 or 2.1 etc, and some of them have A or B behind them. Now if they've got A or B behind them, you only have to do a minimum of one of them. You can do both if you want, but you must do a minimum of one. So if it hasn't got an A behind it, or a B or a C or a D, you have to do it. If it's got A, B, C or D, you only have to do one of them in the observation that we're doing. And as you can see, they're all listed here. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 categories. Okay, now we're going to go on to the assessment criteria Unit 20. This comprises of 3 installs and 1 decommissioning observation. That is 1, 2 and 3 for the install. Learning outcomes assessment criteria 4 is for the decommissioning, and there's an extra category 5 which is be able to maintain plumbing and heating components. There's no observation for this module. That is purely something you do yourself at work, and there's no observation. So the observations are just 1 to 4. 1, 2 and 3 being the install, and number 4 being the decommissioning. Same rules apply as with the Unit 19. If it's got A, B, C or D or E, then you only have to do one of them. You can do more than one. You can do A and B, or A and C, or A and D, depending what job you're doing, but you must cover at least one. All the rest you must cover in the observation if it hasn't got an A, B, C or D or E behind it. Okay, so those apply to all the assessment criteria. The next document we have to talk about is a document called Documents Needed for Portfolio. Now if you look at this at the top, it's got your name here, so obviously I put your name at the top of this document. I've got one of these documents for each of my apprentices, and I thought it might help to put it online for you. If you need your own one I've got on you, if you don't have your portfolio with you, I can give you that over MS Teams while we're working remotely. That's why I've got made this document up, because I haven't always got your portfolios with me. So if we look at this document, you've got 6 documents to do for Unit 19. The 2 in yellow are observations. It's got on there Unit 9 Assessor Observation, and I've highlighted it in yellow. So for those we'll either do face to face or video observations online using MS Teams, which is what we're using at the moment until things change. All the rest are jobs that you've got to do in your portfolio. Okay, so you've got 2 accident incident reports to fill out, and you've got 2 job records to fill out for Unit 19. If we go on to Unit 20, you've got 14 documents you've got to do or fill out, and 4 of those are observations, as you can see highlighted in yellow. Yeah, so the first 3 are candidate written reports for job 1, 2 and 3. These have got to be jobs that are not observed. So you can't write about what you're observed on, so they've got to be different jobs for the observations. Then we get to the decommissioning. You've got 1 decommissioning record you've got to do, write up, and then 1 decommissioning observation. Then there's the repair and maintenance, which you've got to do. For those you've got 4 to do on repair and maintenance, component repair and maintenance, and then you've got 2 on fault rectification, which is SM1 and SM2. Okay, so those are all the documents that are in your portfolio in one document, so you've got an overview of what we've got to do. Okay, there's two more files that we need to look at. One is fixing your phone for observations. That will be on MS Teams for you to look at. And the other one is the key requirements of testing and decommissioning of domestic pipework system. So the reason I put those two files up on MS Teams is for you to look at the possibilities of how to fix your phone for doing video observations, and questions that I might ask you in a professional discussion during the observation about testing pipework. Now, when we test pipework for an observation, we don't just turn the mains water on. We must use a testing system, either air testing or hydraulic testing with water, like you do at college. Okay, so you must be aware of the different procedures for whatever it is, pipework you're using, whether it's plastic, metal or copper. Okay, so these two documents are up there to help you with that as well.